Okay, so should we end it here or should we do a couple more questions?
I to 1:30. So
We're coming up to 116 minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna say we're gonna end it here. Thank you all for tuning in the live, and this podcast will probably be up in an hour or so. Since I actually know how to edit and render now. Yeah, that'll be it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm your host, Pro Football Focus, and it was an honor having Zach on. Any last words?
just glad I could come on and talk football for like however long this call was. It was great.
Yeah, it really was. Other than that, thank you to my co-host, Patriots, if you're watching, and Rams.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, and goodbye.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the NSL podcast. I'm your host, NSL Patriots, and I'm here with my co-host, Pro Football Focus.
Hello.
What's up? And our new co-host, who was our guest last podcast, NSL Rams. Say something.
Hello.
And today's podcast, we have a special guest, a very special guest. You guys might know him. He goes by NFL Simply Madden or Zach.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh, this intro was so much. Oh, so yeah.
Okay, so for last week's podcast, we did an hour-long podcast, which was a pretty good time. I think we're gonna stick to that. But this week, it's gonna be longer than that because Pro Football Focus is like the person that records the podcast, and he's not gonna be around next week, so we're just gonna make this one extra long. So that's actually for the next week's podcast. Okay, so our first topic today is the Super Bowl. So anyone want to jump in?
Zach.
Yeah, I can start. I mean, it was crazy, just crazy game. The last two teams I would have expected to make it, basically because the Giants roster on paper was not as good as the Packers, and same goes for the Broncos and the Colts. But they ended up making it. It was a good game to watch. Yeah, and the Colts are Super Bowl champions. How about that?
And I just want to point something out.
My question for everyone that's wondering, was the game rigged?
It was not rigged. You already know that.
Okay, I just wanted to clear that up for everyone that was wondering, especially especially me, because I don't believe you, and yeah.
See, I just want to.
Yeah,
Clearly rigged because he loves Colts.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes. He would obviously rig it for Colts.
Yeah. Okay. So, no, of course we're kidding, guys. We all know that Zach didn't rig it. So, I posted something on my story yesterday, and it was pretty funny. I was listening to a podcast yesterday. It said Rams said it was going to be a Broncos versus Packers Super Bowl.
And I just want to point out, I 100% predicted the Giants would make it, which was an upset, and I did predict that. Anyways, yeah.
They barely made it too, if I remember right.
Yeah, I mean, but Tom Brady and the Giants put up a valiant effort to win that game, but in the end, Jamal Ellington and the Colts, and who was the Super Bowl MVP? Mike Wallace?
Mike Williams.
Mike Williams, my bad. He had an amazing game. I was watching the whole thing.
To be fair,
183 yards and a touchdown. That was crazy. It was a good stat line.
To be fair, Madden has some really weird Super Bowl MVP sometimes. Sometimes, like, a player can have one tackle and they still win Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, I think Madden just needs to refine their Super Bowl MVP system.
To be honest, they need to refine the entire franchise mode. Like, it's getting the same thing over and over.
EA probably will never.
That's right, Joe.
Yeah.
So let me check the stats here if I can get my phone up. So I personally think Colts definitely deserved it. He's like a really good guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you.
Sure.
Let me assess that. Let's check out the Super Bowl stats right here. Jamal Ellington had a questionable game with 2 interceptions and 3 touchdowns, which isn't bad.
I mean, you're talking about a rookie quarterback in the Super Bowl. His first year, he makes it to the playoffs. nonetheless the Super Bowl. So
I was gonna say I think it's impressive he won the Super Bowl, let alone made the playoffs. Because like it's hard for rookies to do anything. I mean, you saw like Sam Darnold with the Browns like in the wild card game. You know, he struggled.
exactly.
I mean, to be fair, Tom Brady also struggled in this game, so.
But
Yeah.
Tom,
Both. The one Hail Mary at like halftime.
I don't even know what to make of that. That was crazy.
oh yeah, I was watching that. It was potato quality.
I was actually blown away because I've never seen a Madden Hail Mary completed.
No, same. I have with like OBJ. I saw it like OBJ, but no one was like only people with like great hands.
See,
Yeah,
I'm
and
looking
this
at the
was
stats.
like, and the person who caught it was Corey Coleman, who's only an 80 overall, and he's the fourth string wide receiver on the team.
Wasn't he like 1-on-3?
It was like 1-on-4.
See, I just want to point something out. I'm looking at the stats now, and I'm not 100% sure if Mike Williams deserves Super Bowl MVP. If you look at Malik Cookie, he had 10 total tackles, a sack, and a sack. Like, that's pretty impressive for a second-year player as well. Like,
Not
no,
to mention that
Safety
also,
to get a sack is pretty like rare.
it's more rare for like corners to get sacks. I think safety, you know, if you bring on down a safety force, I think it's easy for safeties, or it's easier than for safeties to get sacks than corners.
Yeah.
definitely. So should we talk more about the Super Bowl and move on to our next topic?
I think we've covered basically everything for the Super Bowl. Just want to say congratulations to the Colts if you're listening to this, especially Jamal Ellington on your first year Super Bowl win.
Amazing game.
I don't think Ellington's human. Ellington's like a alien.
No, he's a bust.
Oh yeah, that is. He's a bust. That's winning the Super Bowl.
No. Okay, so let's go on to our next topic, which is the start of the season review. Just want to say my season review, pretty shitty season to be honest. They're 7-9, but you know Josh Rosen's like the answer, so I'm just gonna roll with him.
Okay, should we do this kind of by division and talk about the different teams, or do you want to?
I'm
Yeah,
down
yeah.
for that.
Since I started with AFC East, let's just do AFC East.
Okay,
Dolphins next.
Dolphins. Yeah, they
No.
were. They were
Yeah,
kind of. They surprised me. I was definitely expecting the Patriots to win the division.
Well, and you guys kind of like were talking about this like last week on the podcast. It's like how the Dolphins had started off good, and then the second that Dak Prescott trade went through, it's like they lost like most of the rest of their games.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dolphins is not going to make the playoffs next year. He could still like maybe sound like one of the like maybe TJ or TY Houston.
Oh, JJ Houston.
JT Houston. Yeah.
Yeah, TJ Houston.
Yeah, he could probably send him and then maybe make the playoffs, but not with that.
I'm just gonna say no team from the AFC East is gonna win the wild card in the next couple of years.
That is probably very true.
Yeah, I would agree.
The thing about I'm surprised this team even became close to the playoffs. I mean, they've got like compared to some of the other teams in the league, the Dolphins are quite frankly mediocre as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when they had
Well, it's also
when
the
they had
worst division.
Carson Wentz, yeah, but when they had Carson Wentz, that whole team was like played great together.
Yeah, but they still went 9-7, and I don't even know how they made the AFC Championship game last year. Like the year before this year, they still made it, but like they went 9-7.
I know, bro.
Oh, to be fair,
You guys want to move on to the Bills or Jets?
I was just gonna say
Bills.
one more thing.
Oh yeah.
Dak Prescott got traded mid-season, so there's a chance that he'll come in next year, perform a whole lot better, especially on a solid offensive line and a good young wide receiving core. So I don't know. I still have faith in the Dolphins to at least be a above 500 team next season. Anyways, let's move on to the Bills.
I can see that, but I don't know.
All
I
right,
feel like-
I'll start the Bills off because
Yeah,
I have some stuff to say. Like, first off, the Bills started with a pretty decent like I think through the first 5 weeks they were either like 3-2 or
I
4-1.
think they're 4-1.
Yeah, I think they were 4-1.
I think they're 3-2.
I can't remember.
It doesn't matter.
Anyways, like they had a good starting to the season, and then like once that Packers game where they faced the Packers, it kind of like the switch just flipped and everything turned off, and like the team kind of just hit a nosedive.
No, they were when they played the Packers. They were already 3-4.
Okay, so it had to have been earlier. I just forget the matchup.
I mean, I'm just saying their roster looks better than the Dolphins, to be honest. Outside of the slightly shaky offensive line at the guard spot, their roster is probably better set up for the future.
Don't they have like 3 first-round picks?
Probably.
I wouldn't. I can check later. I wouldn't know right now though.
Yeah.
I know they have at least one.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't see them being a playoff team next year.
I think in 2 to 3 years they can be in the playoffs. I think they just need to have good free agents and a good draft like the next couple of years.
I know the GM. He's a really good GM. So
Yeah, me and Zach played Fortnite with him last night.
Yeah, we were on Fortnite with them last night.
And he also signed Willis Magahi or whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh yeah, the running back.
In at least in 2-2-2, he was an absolute stud. Like
he was a stud.
I have faith.
And he already announced that like he's going to be starting next season. So I don't know what Shady's future is with the team unless he's riding the bench or he's going to get traded. But he's definitely not in the team's plans for the future.
And to be fair, Shady's what, 30 now? Like I wouldn't keep him around either.
Neither would I.
No.
Okay, so moving on to the New York Jets.
Okay, so they have the first overall pick of the draft, and I know they're not going to trade away unless they get within the 1 and 3 picks because I know who they're going after. I'm just not going to say it, but he's going after a very good player. I could not see Jets trading away that pick, but I feel like the Jets could make a splash in the AFC East next year because they have so many good picks and top 10 picks that they just build a nice team.
Yeah, especially since like John Ross is 80. And they have other good, and then they have their running back from LSU who's going to be great.
Juice, yeah.
Yeah. They're going to be a good. I can see them going 8-8.
Yeah.
They need some defensive. Oh no, that dude. Never mind. That was the dude that apparently did incredible despite being a 74 overall.
One defensive player of the week.
Xavier Cooper, 74 overall, had 15.5 sacks and 75 tackles. Absolute stud.
I'm kind of tempted to boost him, but like then again, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like that was just kind of a one season kind of thing. There'll be a little lone wolf out there.
Well, you should like boost him to a bare minimum like 80.
I was thinking like 78 or 79.
Yeah, 78 would be reasonable.
Yeah.
The Bulls have not the Bulls. The Jets have an incredibly young roster.
They didn't get enough credit, being such a great team that they are.
Who?
They're pretty garbage.
No, they're pretty good.
You only got Watts. You only got like Hopkins because of me. That was interesting.
I lost that trade.
Okay, yeah. With the
Okay.
camera pointing at your head, the one meme with the guy just pointing it at your head.
So
It's pretty funny.
should we move on to the let's see, what's the next division? Let's go with the AFC North.
The AFC North, I think the Steelers is an interesting team.
Worst division in football this season by far.
Really? Yeah, you're right, actually.
They're horrible.
The Ravens, I mean, I love Joey, but
Joey's no longer the best GM.
The Ravens were like 4-8 at one point, and they were still in the hunt to win the division. That's how bad the division was this year.
Yeah.
Cincinnati should have won. I would have liked to see him in the playoffs.
I do too. I wanted to see Cincy in the playoffs, but I don't know what's going on with that team right now.
It has Marshawn Lynch.
I mean, to be fair, the Browns have so many rookies. This is like insane.
Yeah, that was a bit ridiculous.
Mark Andrews, Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, Rashad Jones, Sam Darnold, Minka Fitzpatrick, Derwin James, Jair Alexander, Vita Vea.
Yeah, their safeties are crazy.
Well, Derwin James and Minka Fitzpatrick, if they two would put on a team, that would be insane.
Yeah. So I think. So did we cover the Browns or like?
Yeah, let's just pretend we cover the Browns. Okay, next team, the Bengals.
No, drafted another quarterback, and I think he'll be like very good next year. But anyway, yeah.
So the Bengals.
Bengals. I love Cincy. He's like a good owner, but like he's a terrible trader.
He can't trade for his life.
No, but like, I mean, whatever. He's not getting kicked for a while.
I know. I'm not like I don't plan like since he is definitely in the league's plans for the future. I don't want him gone.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of hard to work with the Bengals.
No one can really rebuild the Bengals that good unless you get like some special picks.
Yeah. Okay, so Steelers, their team was so good, but like it was just a flop.
They have. I think it's them and the Browns that have like the most promising future right now for that division.
The Steelers, promising future, or just like a good team.
I'd say that. Well, okay. I think the Browns have a more promising future due to like the entire team being young, but the Steelers are in like kind of a win now position.
I think the Steelers need to get rid of CJ Beathard and draft a quarterback.
Well, if he does
I feel
trade
like he
him,
should sign like one of the quarterbacks, honestly.
Maybe.
Well, if he does trade CJ, he wants 2 90 overall players.
Yeah,
which is
that's ridiculous.
Kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I would never pay. No one's gonna pay that, especially since no one really is in dire need of a quarterback except for me.
And you're like gonna draft one.
Or pick up someone up from free agency.
Christian, check your phone.
Okay, so moving on to the Baltimore Ravens. Any thoughts?
Baltimore Ravens. I mean, there's a lot of holes in his team that's preventing them.
Let me see. I can't find the roster.
Just Ravens. Oh, there we go. Patrick Mahomes was pretty good towards the end of the year.
Patrick Mahomes is a trash quarterback at that.
Yeah, but he was decent for the Ravens at the beat. He was horrible for the Cowboys and Lions, but he was decent with.
They don't seem to have that bad of a roster. I just don't know who Scales is, for one. No clue who that is. Other than that, I can see why they are a pretty shitty team.
And they don't even have their pick.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Okay, so that was a pretty uninteresting division. So what do you guys want to move on to? AFC South or AFC?
I'm just doing this off order, off of a post, so we're going to AFC West.
Okay, so AFC West: Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos.
Let's start off at the bottom with the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, so the Raiders. I mean, I don't really know the Raiders owner that much. He's pretty inactive, and he doesn't make too many trades. So I don't see that their team being too good in the future.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Looking at their team, Nick Chubb, future Gallup, never heard of him. O'Daniel, Carl Joseph. They've got some young players, but most players are pretty much the same as in real life. And looking at this team, I can't really see them going anywhere. Looking at the other competition in the league.
The team should definitely not have only 2 wins.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, Derek Carr would have more of an impact than that than 2 wins.
Yeah.
The
whole team fell apart once old Raiders left, because they were competing for the playoff the last season, and then he got kicked, and then stuff just went bad.
Yeah.
Moving on to the second bottom team, the Chargers.
He didn't make any off-season moves. I think that's what fucked him over this season. He's a great owner, but he just needs to make more moves. I'm trying to fly by these because this is gonna take forever if we don't.
And to be fair, we have a lot of time. Let's see. It's basically just the same thing as in real life.
Yeah.
Except for the defense, which is they've added Quinn, Branch, Old Man. The cornerback group is, of course, in real life, completely ridiculous. However, other than that, outside like defensive tackle and the linebacking core, it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
Holy shit, their defense is good though. Outside of the linebackers, their defense is all A's.
Yeah. It's the second best team in LA though by far.
Oh, there's only two. Juju Smith-Schuster, young promising player. See, this is the thing. The Chargers, I seriously reckon, this is like Madden Sim Cheese. If they had a better left side of the offensive line, they would have probably been a playoff team, like easily.
Maybe.
I mean, their defense is stacked. Most of their offense is really good.
Jeez, that defense.
Yeah, that defense is not nice.
The right receivers are great. Phillip Rivers is a Madden god.
Very true.
And the only issue is that left side.
And the linebackers.
The linebackers aren't bad. They're just not on par with the rest of the defense.
No.
Okay, moving on to the Kansas City Chiefs.
They were a wild card team. I think they were one of the surprises of the season, right?
No.
They're not spectacular.
He deletes all his posts after the season ends. I don't understand. Chiefs.
Why?
So.
No,
Chiefs. He's gonna make the playoffs again this year as like a wild card.
Yeah. He has his strong safety Harrison, who's a 93 overall second player.
The Chiefs are one of those teams that they have like a mixture, a huge mixture of old and young. They've got the likes of Alex Smith still playing, AJ Green, who's 31. But then they also have Harrison, Chris Jones, along with their middle linebacker, Reggie Ragland. So around is kind of, I don't really know what to make of them. I'm gonna make this prediction now. I don't think they'll make the playoffs next year.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair.
And I mean, so far I am 1 for 2 in my predictions after predicting the Giants would make the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the Denver Broncos.
Okay, the Denver Broncos. I'm surprised they didn't win the Super Bowl. To be completely honest, they had second MVP, second MVP running Russell Wilson, and
that's probably one of the best rosters in this league.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by far.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's old. But
yeah, exactly. I think their championship window is coming to a close very soon.
But he has 2 first-round picks this season, though. So
if I was him, I would probably address the middle linebacker and the right outside linebacker just to make the defense, just make it complete, or draft the heir apparent to keep Talib as well. That would definitely be a possibility.
The freaking middle linebackers are impossible to get. So an 83 is pretty good.
Oh yeah, probably. Okay, so moving on to the AFC South.
Yeah.
Starting off with the Houston Texans.
Wait, what are the teams? There's the Texans, there's the Jaguars, there's the Colts, and then there's the
Titans.
So we're gonna start off.
Hey, wait! I just have a question. Zach, are you still there?
He had to do something. He just messaged me.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. So let's start off at the bottom with the worst team in the NFL. So I think
the Texans.
I think the Texans.
He's nice but he's unable to trade.
Yeah.
He gave me J.J. Watt for 2 backups, pretty much.
That's never a good idea.
No, it's not.
So.
Yeah, so.
No, that's not going to take long. They suck. They're going to stay sucky for a while. Sorry, Texans, but it's a hard truth. Moving on to the Tennessee Titans.
DFC is the worst owner ever.
Yeah, I don't like him.
He's a 5-year-old. actually. He wanted. Oh, I need to see. He offered me a worse offer than like usually Dolphins does. What was it? It was Mike Evans and Freeman for OBJ. Wow.
Is that
Yeah.
bad?
Yeah.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans it was a 90 and Freeman's like a 99. And OBJ's a 98.
Oh, so he was giving you OBJ.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Why did the Giants trade away Odell? Like, why?
Alright, so what division are we on now?
We're on
Just leave again.
AFC South, the last division of the AFC.
Alright, AFC South. What team?
We are on to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Aha, okay.
Jakes is my favorite GM and my least favorite GM all in one.
Right, I feel the same about you, Rams.
That's good. That's how I wanted to
That's good. Yes, that's good.
You know, Rams is like probably one of the most active owners across both sim leagues. I mean, it's hard to remain active across two sim leagues, but he does it quite well. Also,
Yeah.
you still haven't
And
made
I
fun
still
of me.
have
You still
time to
haven't
do
made fun of
homework
me for
and hang out with
2-2.
friends. Because my school
What
starts so late.
What friends?
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Okay, so moving on from Inglain, let's just skip the Jaguars. Fuck them. Let's move on to the Colts.
Oh.
The Colts, I mean, we covered the Colts already. So you guys just trying to move on to the NFC?
Okay,
Yeah.
the
Cool.
NFC. Let's just start at the top. The Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings, they won their. Wait, are we starting like the worst team to the best team?
No, we're starting from the best team to the worst team. Let's get this time.
Okay. Minnesota Vikings, they were pretty good, but they just had an awful playoff run.
They've had it for 2 straight years. They're just not good. The team's not good come playoff time.
Yeah.
That is very very common for a Minnesota team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna disagree. It's usually like that.
Their roster is
Wow.
probably one of the best in the NSL right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Other than that, they've got quite a few old players in Iverson Griffin, Andrew Whitworth.
Is Whitworth still in the league?
Yes.
Zach, is Zach here?
Oh.
He might have retired.
Yeah,
well,
that.
Reef is still good because he's one of the best linemen on the Vikings in real life.
I actually think Whitworth did retire. If I'm trying to remember me scrolling through all the retirees last night.
I can't believe Breeze retired. I thought he had one more year.
Brady didn't retire.
Yeah,
Brady
makes
didn't.
you feel look like an idiot.
That's gonna be a tough decision for Giants to make.
I would keep Brady and develop a quarterback.
I would probably
I
do the
think
same.
The Giants' plan is to either try and snag one of the free agent quarterbacks or draft one and then have Brady start the first 4 to 6 weeks, and then he's gonna bench him depending on how he does, and start the rookie, and then just have Brady mentor him, quote unquote.
Well,
with it,
maybe I should get Brady.
Developing a quarterback in Madden and keeping him on the bench for a year is quite frankly really dumb because he's more likely to develop if he has a chance to win the Rookie of the Year to get experience points that way.
They don't develop on the bench because if they just don't.
It's not like in real life. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, sorry. What were we gonna say? Or not? Okay, let's move on.
Now?
Let's move on to the Green Bay Packers.
An up-and-coming team, that's all I can say.
Very true, probably. Deshaun Watson in his second year won MVP, which is very impressive.
If Deshaun Watson does anything remotely close to what he did this year, next year, they're going to win the division.
Oh, yeah. Well, what Packers are we going to see? We're going to see the Packers of the first half of the season or the Packers of the second half?
I personally think it's the Packers of the second half. After week 5, or after week 7, they really turned it on.
Yeah, after they got the new GM is when they turned it on and started winning like crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I think the Packers have a ceiling, but like they won't ever hit it.
They're gonna be the team that makes it to the NFC Championship and just loses every year.
Well, I mean, they just did it this year. Let's see what next year holds.
Yeah. I don't want to see the Packers ever win a Super Bowl. I'll leave to you guys why I don't.
Honestly,
he's probably gonna win the Super Bowl next year if he's able to make like some good trades.
I think I'm trying to remember what their like defense looks like because their defense is good. I think they need another receiver.
Not Goodwin's their third, second, and Adams is first.
Right. I don't know. I don't know. I think they have a window. I think the Packers definitely have a window of like 2 to 4 years.
Yeah.
Alright, so should we move on to the next team in the division, which is the Bears or Lions?
Bears.
Whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah, doesn't matter to me.
Oh no, I lost my strawberries. No, they're right there. Oh, yeah, okay, Bears. Any thoughts about the Bears?
They're a team that somehow had a worse roster in the first year and went like 8-8, and then had a better roster this year and did worse.
Yeah. Did they still have Larry Fitzgerald?
Yes, Larry Fitzgerald is still on the team. I don't think he's in the team's future though.
I wanted him to be in Cincinnati at the deadline so bad. I thought that would just be a perfect fit for them. Yeah.
I think. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so let's move on to the Detroit Lions.
Such a mediocre team.
Yes, a mediocre at best team.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. I can't really talk.
I'm having
Can't really talk to
technical
the
issues here.
commissioner, and if like someone says like you're doing bad, then you look evil.
Yeah, so I kind of have to watch what I say here. So
Their teams their team should be not that bad, but they're not that good, but they're not that great.
Yeah, exactly.
I can say this. I was like, if somebody was going to get a co-owner, it should be the Lions.
Get a what?
If somebody was like going to try and get a co-owner, or like somebody needed a co-owner, it probably would be Lions.
Yeah, true.
Lions is like quite the interesting guy because I've tried to trade with him before, and he's just he throws like weird offers around. It's never the same. It switches.
Yeah.
Almost. But Diggs is a stud.
Yeah. Is he a free agent? Did he hit 95?
He is 95. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, what's the next division like?
I'm sorry. I lost my phone, so I just need to try and find
Yeah,
it.
I mean, you lost your phone.
How did you lose your phone?
I don't know. It's somewhere in my bed. I just.
Let's just start with the NFC. I was going to say North. NFC East. The Redskins. Cowboys, Eagles, Redskins, Giants.
Giants first.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah, Giants first.
So Giants, I'm looking at the rosters. They still have Brady. So they're obviously gonna make it back to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because Dom's a horrible GM and will never do anything correct. No, he's special as the head of this way. Yeah.
Fuck! I lost my phone again. Nope, it's all good.
That one?
What?
Nothing. Okay, it's all good.
I don't know. I can't really talk about that one.
No, it's Dom special in his own way.
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
So everyone
Still
agrees
Megatron,
that
Brady,
Dom is
Murray.
apparently special.
Yeah. Okay,
let's have a look at the rest of the
This is
Giants.
kind of dragging on, so we need to kind of hurry this up.
Okay, let's just hurry this up. Let's run through these teams very quickly.
You guys want to do one word describe each of them?
All right, okay, let's just do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tom Brady describes the Giants.
Eagles,
That's two
Uh,
words.
Eagles,
were
dumbass.
Redskins.
Mediocre,
Annoying GM.
annoying.
Yeah.
Cowboys, shit. Fuck the Cowboys. I hate them. Okay, let's move on.
Oh my gosh.
Luke hates me now because I always comment on like his posts. I say like, Luke, you sucker, Luke, and then he's like mad at me.
Okay.
What's next?
Okay, so the Los Angeles Rams, their GM is so annoying.
Yeah, their
Well,
GM's an idiot.
Small Dick Ferry describes them a lot.
Family is interesting.
Okay, the Seattle Seahawks,
Seattle Seahawks, nice.
Seattle Seahawks,
Good.
Zach Booth.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
the 49ers,
Crybaby.
Small Dick.
Yes, I agree with that one.
Cardinals,
Cardinals.
Right.
Mark cruises a lot.
I don't understand Cardinals. He's an interesting creature.
You said that just yesterday about 49ers.
Everyone in my division I know pretty good, except for Seahawks. Me and Cardinals are in like assembly during the summer together, and he's always been the same way. He'll make a playoff team, which is decent, and then he'll trade and tank, and then he'll eventually make it back to the playoffs.
Okay, next division.
Never seen him in the playoffs. I wouldn't know.
the NFC South, the Carolina
Never will.
Panthers,
The what?
Panthers.
The Panthers. David Johnson's injured.
David Johnson's back.
okay, the Buccaneers,
Up and coming playoff team.
Up and coming, yeah.
the Atlanta Falcons,
The Falcons. Go to war already.
Go to war already. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
kidding.
I love Falcons. He's such a good guy.
Falcons is one of my favorites.
Ruined Cowboys.
Saints.
and the New Orleans Saints. Finally,
I love
At the same, I hate Jameis Winston. I hate him.
Jameis Winston is not good.
No, I learned that. You can even boost them.
Their mics when they talk. When they cough. Okay, we're done. Good. Okay. That took us literally like half an hour.
yeah, that is 36 minutes.
Okay. Jesus. Okay, next topic. 1 second, let me just pull up the topic.
Biggest disappointment of the year.
Steelers.
Steelers. Okay. That was a quick one. Any reasoning?
Because he
He's
sucks.
so good. And his mom called him a disappointment.
Fair enough. So did yours. Anyways, biggest surprise of the year.
Colts, obviously.
I don't want to say Colts because that's the obvious answer.
Then who would you
Right
say?
answer.
I could care less about the right answer. How about Colts. I can't think of it. The Eagles turned into the NFC champion, almost the NFC champions, to a below average roster.
So,
Yep, and
one of the most
it's
disappointing
such-
teams. We're talking about surprise as in, weren't supposed to go far.
Okay, then give up then.
I think the only person you can say is the Colts.
Yeah.
Who,
Wait, so
might I add, literally went from 0 to hero.
Exactly.
so how about we do a section called let's just do the top 5 bounce back teams next season.
Patriots.
Patriots, definitely with the development of Josh Rosen, I can definitely see them being a playoff team.
Steelers.
Steelers, yeah.
Steelers? No, I hate Steelers. I know.
Steelers is annoying, but it's probably gonna happen.
I mean,
Saints.
it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's be honest. There's no way,
Here's one that kind of looks like it is kind of debatable. The Chargers.
We were talking about the Chargers when you were gone, and We don't know how they missed the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean,
they're actually really good. Like
They were similar to the Bears, where they had like a worse roster the first season and did better, and then had a better roster the second season and did worse.
Exactly.
yo, can Rams and Patriots speak up slightly? Just get the audio.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So how about we do general manager of the year?
I don't want to say Colts because as much as he did turn around the Colts, he didn't do much.
I mean, he kind of just it wasn't the Colts.
it was not cool. I need to look through all the trade. I need to look through I don't want to say Panthers because he didn't do much.
No, what do you mean? That he's not the GM of the year.
He's not the GM. Who made good trade? Who made a good trades? No one really traded this year. How about
I traded a lot.
I honestly think, even though the Pats didn't do good, I still feel like Christian was probably one of the best candidates for general manager of the year.
Let's go with that.
He's kind of set himself up to be good in the future with Josh Rosen and everybody else on his team because he got a ton of rookies and picks and stuff.
Yeah.
How many picks do you have for this upcoming draft?
I can count 1 second.
No, just in the first round.
Okay, so I have 1 second. I'm just gonna go to my actual account. I have. We're doing first 2 rounds. So
We're doing 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11.
I have one, so I'm obviously better stacked for the future.
And I have the 8th overall pick. And that could be turned into. I think I know who I want to draft with the 8th overall pick.
How about
a lot of
could
good
be a
NCAA guys declaring, so we could definitely do that.
I definitely wasn't this year because I made 2 trades and I lost one of them.
I traded a lot actually.
Towards the
year one, I
deadline,
would have
Christian was trade after trade after trade.
I literally said to Zach, get ready for a spam.
Yeah, and I think there was 5 in that spam alone.
In a day.
I made 12 trades in one day for Zach.
Yeah, I remember that. That was terrible.
But the majority of my comments were W's, so I mean, if you guys want to say I'm manager GM of the year, go for it. But I can't say that because
It's you or Marco.
My pick is back for Pats.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to agree. It's the Pats.
Okay, well,
Pats.
I'll take it.
So
GM of the year.
the Pro Football Focus GM of the year.
Having the best record or the best team. I think it's a combination of if you do decent or even below average, but you set yourself up to A, be good in the future, and B, to not suck.
That is exactly what I've done in 2-2-2 right now. My secondary is currently in for the Saints. It is Marcus Williams, 86 overall rookie, Keanu Neal, 88 overall second year, Tre'Davious White, 90 overall rookie cornerback, and Marshawn Lattimore, 89 overall rookie cornerback.
You're gonna lose week 1 to the Vikings because that team just on point.
I don't think we should talk about 2-2-2 because it's the NSL podcast.
Because it's you. Yeah, that's why, right, Ramps?
It has David Johnson and the rest of the Vikings and has no holes, good offensive line.
Yeah, you
definitely
are
Super Bowl.
You are the Vikings.
I think I am, but I think that team's a Super Bowl team easy.
Okay, we're getting off topic going into 2-2-2. This is not a 2-2-2 podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so let's.
What do you mean, John?
Let's move on. What's our next topic? Our next topic is the NCAA drama.
I don't know anything about it, so Zach.
I kind of know something about it. I think Roger was trying to convince. No, he wasn't trying to get it. He was demanding his rookies back. And
do you want me to tell the story because I am
directly
involved? Okay, so from my understanding and of what I know is that when 2-2-2 was thinking of coming back, NCAA had originally agreed that he was going to come back with 2-2-2 after either a season or 2 seasons of being my NCAA, and we were already under scrutiny prior to this. So I was getting 222 members like, oh, your league sucks. Oh, give us back our players, things like that. And then 222 had this like massive breakdown prior to all of this, so there was kind of that still kind of overhanging in everybody's heads.
That was
And
that day was horrific when I sent the photo to the Titans of the games being rigged. Oh my god, it exploded.
good job, Rams. You caused it.
You killed 222.
You did kill him the first time.
I started and then
Should we place bets on who will kill him the second time?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Zach.
See, no. I'm gonna predict.
Me and the NCAA have a really good shot at it this time.
I know.
private DMs.
I'm gonna go
We're
with.
doing bets in private DMs.
I'm gonna probably go with the Patriots, just coming out being an asshole, getting
Bro.
kicked.
Are you talking about me?
No. I meant the 2-2 Patriots.
2-2-2.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Yeah, chill.
The Ohio State in former Ohio State in NCAA.
He's the one
They're
that
plotting to take my league down from what I've heard. I've kind of heard it through the great.
Sorry.
Apparently, 222 and the Patriots are like plotting to take my league down.
No, that's not gonna work.
That's what I said.
222 Patriots is like the biggest idiot ever because once he got the photos he wouldn't like be quiet about it. Like I know something. Then Roger's like, what do you know? He's like, Niners knows it. I'm like, what did you just say? What did you just do? And then he caused the downfall.
Guys, I just want to butt in, sorry, but Jets just posted his 2 picks for the number 1 overall, and I knew one of them. I knew he told me he was going to pick John Harden, but
I
Yo,
personally
he should.
think he's going to
He
pick Tyler
should.
Tawney.
Honestly, he should pick John Harden. That dude is an absolute stud, and I know for a fact. Like I talked to NCAA, and he said he's the number 1 overall pick. He's the best player in the draft. He told me that, and like because I was doing some work for him. So I believe that he will probably be the number 1 overall pick.
Who will be the who's going to be the next? Who's going to be the rookie of the year?
This coming year,
Yeah. 'Cause I don't know any of the 222 guys that are like.
I haven't really taken time to dive in and explore all the 222 guys, so I couldn't answer that.
Yeah,
question.
me neither.
Okay,
I know a couple of them, but they're mostly the ones from the free agents I know really good.
I believe I'm probably the best one to answer for this. So let me just go on my 222 ESPN account. He gave so he NCAA gave me a list of the top players. So let me just check. Yeah, no, I can't find it.
You guys already know Vikings is going to get most of the 222 free agents because his golfers in there.
Very true, and also I think some of the free agents used to play for him as well.
Yeah, and it seems like whoever's going to get Houston is going to get all of them because that's what the best free agent did said in Zach Ray. I said I'm probably going to get Houston, and he's like, and then he never responded actually.
Houston. No, never mind. That's 222. That's unrelated.
If Houston was active, he'd be really good. But I need the rest of these dudes to choose a team, preferably before tonight ends.
Freaking Houston! I texted him 2 days. I responded to him 2 days ago. I'm like, you hello? Are you ready? I want to interview him, and he just never got back. I know
you should just regulate one player to one team.
Yeah, that would
fine.
probably be fair, to be honest.
Yeah, that would be fair. Because if one person owns a college and then a lot of people went to that college,
you'd be like, oh, you have to go to my team or else I'm kicking you out of my college.
The only person I know that like owns a college and a team is the Vikings owning the Gophers.
And there's more, I think. But he wouldn't be cheap like that. Like,
the Vikings, no way to do that.
He was supposed to be in this podcast, but
We kicked him out.
yeah, he didn't respond, and then by that we'd already invited Zach, and since this is the last podcast for a couple of weeks, I just thought I'd give you priority. Okay, so should we potentially do a live streamed Q&A?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Not right now. You want to talk about 222 first? Oh yeah.
Okay.
We never did that.
So what parts of 222 do you want to like talk about?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot we could really discuss here.
Okay, so
let's talk about. I'm not sure.
I mean, I just want to talk about
I
Vikings.
just had a wonderful conversation with him this morning where it ended up with him blocking me. So I mean,
I don't know.
Well, like, did you see what he posted on his story about Tyson's? His like Tyson was his favorite GM for like a long time, and then he called him like a cancer.
Yep. I don't know.
He
I like Roger, but sometimes he just needs to understand that you can't take somebody's NCAA and expect them just to be okay.
Especially like, and the only problem I have, like, it totally would have been one thing if he never would have quit the first time. I wouldn't have even thought of like taking his NCAA. But like, the dude quit and he was gone for at least 2 weeks, and it's like, and his NCAA was it's like, dude, okay, I was in the perfect setup because the Colts, who had run my previous NCAA, was going to quit because he had no time due to like his schedule being super busy with tennis and all that. So I was like, dude, you want to be my NCAA? I was like, sure, dude. And I'd already had like a good relationship with the owner of NCAA, so like that was just my thing.
Did you make Kraus like an 99 overall yet?
No.
If he's not, why? He made the Pro Bowl last year.
I'm gonna make him like a 90 too. I just haven't done it yet.
No,
you guys fill me in on what you guys talked about. I totally forgot to preheat the oven like an hour ago, and I left it on.
Nice, good job.
we're just talking about the
222.
222 stealing some honors. No, NCAA switching teams.
Okay.
So let's see. Do you guys want to do the Q&A now, or save that for a bit later and talk about something else?
Save that for like the very end. Yeah.
Okay,
We
very
still
well.
need to do like 15 more minutes talking.
Okay, so how about what could we talk about? Any ideas?
Oh. The NLS and LMS chats or combined league chats. I can't say because it's a tongue twister. And
Are you talking about the NSL and MSL chat?
yeah, I can't speak properly since I'm sick and I can't read it in general. You know that already?
Yeah, I do.
Good, very good. That's the best chat ever. Due to the fact
You want to hit me with an ad?
Yo, so
I'm not in it.
Zach, what's your opinion on MSL?
What'd you say?
What's my opinion on MSL?
Yeah.
So like, I used to have like a pretty rocky relationship with MSL, or at least I thought that.
Same with
like,
everybody in NSL.
Because like in November and December, when like we were kind of like when everybody was kind of just, it was like the world versus MSL. Like everybody hated MSL.
Very true.
And that kind of continued into January. February, I kind of came around. And I was like, dude, the MSL's getting too much crap, and like that kind of needs to stop. And I'm fine with MSL now. Like I don't really have a problem with him. I mean, props to him for like running a really like good league and cool league. I mean, it definitely has his sometimes, but like overall, I don't have a problem with him anymore.
The only problem with him is that sometimes he steals some content, which nobody likes.
I think that's just a general thing though, because I think all three of the major leagues, 222, MSL, and myself, have like stolen content from either each other
Yeah.
outside leagues.
Oh yeah. When 222 stole his posting format for like a day.
I also actually helped 222 create the post formats from MSL. He had me do most of those.
Of course you did. I finally figured out how to somewhat make edits, and now I'm very proud of myself.
See, I don't know how to make trade edits. I know how to make like good-looking articles, but I have no clue how to make trade edits.
I can do kind of both. That's whatever.
Like if you check
I
out,
wasn't mad about Zach not posting like mid-game updates anymore. That was the best. So now I just support games.
So what I'm doing for next year's playoffs is I'm doing game updates. I'm going to totally, like, the entire playoffs will be game updates, or at least, like, half of the games will be game updates. Some will just be, like, singular posts.
Good, because last year, because I got annoying because you'd be like looking, and then like Zach would be like, "Game's over," but like
it's just, you know, it takes so much time to do all that stuff, and my Xbox caption card is like filling up with a ton of stuff. So
you probably have to delete a lot of junk.
Yeah, I do. I delete stuff like almost like every other day.
I'm just wondering something. How come you put a heart on 222 Titans quitting post?
Me?
Yeah,
That
Patriots.
I'll just give you support.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, support. I think there's more going on behind the scenes.
To be honest, like despite this drama, he was like, me and him were like really good friends while he was in 222. So you know, it's kind of sad seeing him go.
I beat you in the playoffs, and that's probably the only time we ever really talked. Is when I got like OBJ, and when we had like the one like little discussion in the playoffs.
Wait. I'm sorry, Patriots, would you mind speaking up as well as Rams again? Because it's kind of getting quiet. Anyways, how about let's we haven't actually talked about reviewed the NFC and AFC championship games yet. We haven't actually reviewed those since we.
Well, cause everyone kind of knows what happened since Zach kind of gave us the game updates and all that junk. So
that's very true.
I can't really know what happens.
But let's just.
I'm proud of you for that.
If we just quickly summarize it, Deshaun Watson choked. Tom Brady was mediocre. DeMarco Murray dominated. Calvin Johnson?
Yeah, he's in the league. I should have got him.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson played well on 3 receptions. Blake Martinez was defensive player of the game. The other game, the AFC, Jamal Ellington, what a beast. Russell Wilson choked. LeGarrette Blount had a good game, wasn't able to carry his team. Mike Williams is just a god in the playoffs apparently. And yeah, that's about it.
I was gonna say I almost want to go like calculate Mike Williams' stats in the playoffs because it was probably ridiculously good.
And let me check. So
the one guy Chargers trade becomes a stud. Like Chargers,
basically.
One trade, and then the one guy just becomes an absolute monster.
And he traded for Smith-Schuster, and like he's slowly but surely developing, but he hasn't been that good.
He will become good once Chargers make the playoffs. That team's gonna be like
I'm
good.
just looking at
they'll
this.
probably steamroll the playoffs. Honestly, I feel like the Chargers would be a total sleeper team.
I'm just looking at something now.
Philip Rivers is like once you sim games with him, like towards the end of the season if they're hot, you can't beat them. It's almost like playing the Saints in like Madden with like Breeze and Kamara and that good defense. It's like I can't beat them, no matter how good my team is.
I'm actually the Saints in 2-2, so I'm happy with that. Anyways, I'm just looking at this now. I was as you said, you wanted to calculate McWilliams' stats. In the divisional round, he got below 15 yards. So much for that. Other than that, he got around I'd say like 320 yards, something like that. I think 330 yards, 330 yards approximately. Combining the Super Bowl and the championship game. So for a second year, first appearance in the playoffs, that's pretty impressive.
That's a good stat line to post in the playoffs.
Definitely. Maybe the next Danny Amendola. Who knows?
Could be. I mean, right now Mike Williams is the Colts' #1 receiver.
I mean,
Guys, I actually need to make an early exit to the podcast. I actually really need to go right now.
well, that's unfortunate, but it was fun having you on, and we'll
I think
see.
it's time to do the Q&A anyway.
Yeah, we'll just do the
Kinda
Q&A
jump
and then sign off. We're reaching the hour mark already.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to say peace to everyone. We'll be back in 2-3 weeks?
2-3 weeks, probably, yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, okay.
No,
peace out, everyone.
there's a chance we could do a podcast next week. Only problem is my entire family's coming over, and I'm probably going to look like an absolute moron if I just sit here. Especially since the show.
Well, it wouldn't be an hour.
1 hour out of the day, they're not going to kill you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, true.
Okay, peace, guys.
Okay, peace.
That's
See ya.
later, Christian.
Okay, so let's start the podcast. Not the podcast. The Q&A.
Question and answer.
So I'm just gonna go live on Instagram.
Are you going live or am I going live?
I'm going live, I believe. I mean, more people probably tune into yours.
I'll put out something on my story about it.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'm going live.
And I'm just the odd guy out who's just gonna stand here. So how's life?
You know, it's pretty solid, you know. And we have our first person, 49ers. Woo! I need to.
Yeah, alright. I'm about to post on my story, so.
Wait, why is Niners here? No one likes him. We described this already in the podcast that he is a
Q&A.
interesting creature.
Ask questions. Yeah, no, the first thing he says is bitch. How do I pin something? There it is. For the record,
Yeah.
Colts, Pats, and Rams are my co-hosts, so they'll be on every single podcast. The special guest this week is Zach.
Yep.
So that's why, basically.
And Pat's just went missing.
Yeah, Pat's he had to go
He was going somewhere.
beat his meat. Anyways, he said he was desperate, so you know it's a possibility. Anyways, let's move on. Let's see. Well, we can't invite you because actually, what? Okay. Just ask us questions basically, and we'll answer them. That's basically it.
Basically, yeah, that's how we're gonna do this.
Yo, should we just get a gigantic party in here and just get as many people as possible?
Just get everybody with Skype into one giant party.
Yo, I can just.
Everyone would just be talking over each other, like I just did to somebody.
I was gonna say there would be no coordination. Everybody would just want to chime in.
Oh, Chargers. First question: how the fuck did you go 8-8? Well, we actually discussed
That's
that.
a good question.
We actually
Because
discussed that
he's
earlier in the
Los
podcast.
Angeles.
Exactly. How did Colts win the Super Bowl?
Zach rigged the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's just the answer, you know.
I did not. But let's discuss the Chargers first because that's a good one.
Okay, so Chargers. How did he go 8-8?
The offensive line, maybe.
I feel like it was the offensive line. I can't confirm that and I can't check that at the moment, but I do have a feeling it had something to do with the offensive line.
See, the thing
Maybe
is,
Phillip Rivers is done. Maybe he's not the franchise quarterback anymore.
is that Madden absolutely loves good offensive lines. So,
Yeah.
and the left side of the offensive line is quite frankly well below average. So that's probably the reason they lost. Let's do the Colts. How the hell did I win the Super Bowl? Well, we already answered that.
Somehow, some way, Jamal Ellington was. I actually can't even really answer that. I don't really know how they won the Super Bowl. They just won the Super Bowl.
Okay, so
They just got hot at the right time.
that is very
finished
true.
the
They
season,
did.
on a 5-game winning streak, I think, and then they rolled into the playoffs, and that's how it happened.
So Chargers is a goat. Yep. Okay, moving on. The Cardinals.
Next question from Cardinals. Yeah, will I do better than last year?
Cardinals is the worst GM ever, so he will never do anything right.
Oof, shots
You're a
fired.
division rival, so of course you're going to say that.
No, he's just Cardinals. I will never give him any due respect. But Seattle's probably going to be good in my division for a while.
I think the Cardinals will do a little bit better, but they will still not make the playoffs. I think their rebuild is going to be a couple of years long.
Okay, the Buffalo Bills. Will my record improve next season?
Yes, I fully believe that.
Yeah, especially with the injection of youth in Willis, whatever his name is. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Is someone playing Fortnite right now? No.
I don't think I am.
Bills had another question, which was
Why
should
does
Mason Rudolph
okay? Can I just answer
QB
one
of the
question?
future?
Yeah.
So NSL 49ers. Why does this guy have an English accent? I lived in England. I'm from Europe, and I'm currently living in Paris. That's why.
That's lit, dude.
So he won his last 7 games. That's actually quite impressive. Can I be an owner? No. Can you all invite me over IG? Okay, should I just invite him? Yo. Okay. Why is this guy still in the league? Okay, so there was this league called M18, and that.
Wait, is it Texans League?
Huh?
Wait, what league was it? Was it M18?
It's not Texans League, I don't think.
You know, the dude went inactive. I think he lost his account or something, or just became.
Oh no, then it was Texans, yeah. Or well, was it? I don't know.
Yo,
yeah, Texans.
Well, because Texans right now got his phone taken away, so his league is currently dead. But he said he's going to be back at some point.
Yo, actually,
that league's not coming back. It's everyone kind of people already left the chats and changed their usernames and all that crud.
Yo, I was the Giants in that league. Yo, if I'm gonna damn that
you
guy.
never responded to my trade to get
Jags actually posed a really good question in the chat or in the live.
Okay, so the okay, am I going to miss the playoffs next season? Absolutely not.
Who is this?
Jags.
Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah, he's making the playoffs and probably could win the Super Bowl if he finds himself a good quarterback.
That is probably very true. However, his
Jags,
defense.
the only thing the Jags need is probably a better quarterback, and I think they'll be fine.
For the record, I was the Giants in M18. For everyone wondering. So that actually, the Broncos. That's also a very good question. Will I ever win a Super Bowl, or am I eternally doomed?
Broncos is just gonna make all the Super Bowls from here on out and just keep losing.
I think the Broncos had their window is closing fast. I think this year was probably the best shot they would have had at it.
They probably should have won it last year against me because
Cardinals don't dip. For the record, 49ers. Will I ever make the playoffs?
Yes, he will.
One faithful day.
Well, it depends if his defense gets better. Because if that defense actually becomes good, and with his offense right now, that could be a problem.
Honestly, I think because the Colts just asked the question am I going to win the division again next year? And honestly, I think Jamal's going to have a sophomore slump next season.
He's not going to be the same guy as he was this year.
No, I'm just saying. This is just my opinion. The Colts, they got hot at the right moment, and that's pretty much the only reason they went on to win a Super Bowl. Without that streak, they wouldn't have won it. But to be fair, full credit to them, they did go on that streak. However, next season, I don't think this is a bold prediction. The Colts aren't making the Super Bowl next year. Or not Super Bowl, the playoffs.
Honestly, I think the Colts will make the playoffs as a wild card at 11-5 or 10-6. But I think the Jags are gonna refine the team and win the division again. That's my thought.
That's probably true.
What Jake should do is get Tom Brady and then because if he should get the veteran quarterback like I did. That worked for me for 2 years, and then this year I have the option of 6 guys. I have an option of 6 guys right now I could trade for or sign. So it's not that hard to replace a quarterback, especially since they're so low in the market right now.
Alright, here's a question that Bills wants addressed is, should Mason Rudolph be the QB of the future for the team?
He was a rookie last year, correct? Absolutely, in my opinion. I mean,
Yes, I believe that Mason Rudolph is the future of the Bills.
there's no reason why he can't be. Do they have anyone better?
Nope.
I mean, they still have Tyrod on the team, and then Nathan Peterman. That's it.
Like, let's be honest, it's Tyrod Taylor. He's pretty bad.
He's not good unless like you play with him in Madden.
Unless you put an incredible team around him.
Peterman is no franchise quarterback.
That is very true.
At least not in Madden.
He's not going to be in real life. He threw like 10 interceptions in one game.
Right, the 5 interception first half against the Chargers. I was living that entire game. That was so funny.
The best, and then Colts still believes in him.
Whatever, dude. It's his opinion.
Yeah, true.
Okay, next question from the Niners is, should he keep Jimmy Garoppolo or get rid of him?
Jimmy G did good with the Niners the second half of the season, so I would keep
Honestly, I don't think he did because they were like either 0-4 or 1-4 in their last like final 5 games.
Well, who did they play in the final 4 games though? They played me twice.
It was division games, so they played you twice. They played the Cardinals once, and then like a couple other teams.
They played Seattle because they played Seattle once, so that's three good teams right there. That's 3 playoff teams.
That is, yeah. I think the NFC West is probably the division to watch for the future.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, it's no longer going to be just me running the division because I don't have Breeze anymore, and Joe Thomas is pretty much gone.
Then again,
I think he retired. I'm not sure.
Oh, Joe Thomas retired. I don't think I'm the favorite to win the division anymore because that was my whole offensive line. Or Pete's pretty.
here,
But-
if anyone is interested, I'm getting currently up on the screen. I'm getting up the scouting reports for some of the players entering as free agents.
We have one more question, I think, from the Jags, is who's winning the NFC South next season, which he claims is the tightest division in NSL right now.
Tightest
The best
division?
division
Yeah,
is
probably.
probably the NFC. The South. It's like Panthers.
So
Bucks.
first off, I definitely think that the NFC South is the tightest division because at one point all 4 of those teams were in playoff contention.
Okay, here we go. I
But
just got this.
that
up.
said, I think 2 of those 4 teams, or at least one of those 4 teams, is not going to do good next season. And my pick for the division winner is the Saints.
Probably, yeah. Anyways, if anyone's wondering,
Saints?
this is my personal rankings for the free agent Tyler Tawney. If anyone's interested,
Yeah.
it's just I'm putting up on the screen right now. This is I'm just putting up these are basically just the stats, like how he performs in different situations, like his play strength, pass rush, run stop, use of hands, burst off snap, bend, pursuit of motor, all that, as well as a grade for him entering the draft. So basically, I'll be just to clear what it is that I'm showing. Yeah. Anyways, let's go back to the question. Who should the Cardinals draft with the 3rd overall pick?
Not Tyler Tawney, because he's probably not going to be there when it gets to your pick.
Isn't Tyler Tawney a free agent?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
There was only like 7 free agents that I put in, and that was it.
Oh, okay then.
Because I bet some of them want to go back to the college league.
We had I think we had 2 go back to college, and then the rest of them were like, yeah, we want to be free agents. So I was like, okay, you'll have to wait till after the Super Bowl.
Okay.
It literally seems like if you can get like one guy, maybe the next guy will join, because then they can be in like a chat together still. Because that's what I think that's what I would do if I was a free agent. Because then you still have.
Because I made a version of like Lit Chat, except it's like Lit Players Chat version 1. So I have like all the like current players in the league.
Yo, can Colts be a GM again?
No.
Nope.
I would. I don't know yet.
And Willis will be a 2nd-year player, correct?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyways, up on the screen now are the wide receiver rankings. I believe 2 of them are definitely entering The draft?
No, I think they're all free agents. Those Zach Ray.
Yeah. Zach Ray. Oh dear God.
He's not. He wasn't gonna be that good in 2-2-2.
All three of them are free agents.
And he was
guys.
drafted
Man.
number 1 overall.
I DM'd one guy too late, right as he signed with the Vikings. I was like, hey. He's like, I already signed. And I was like, it's a bad feeling. But like, Houston's like not on. I DM'd him 3 days ago, and he still hasn't responded. Because
I'll talk to NCAA about like figuring that out because we don't want to do yet about him being inactive. We don't know.
He was active
regardless, and then if he comes back, he comes back. But
well, that's the start of the mock draft. See, this is ridiculous. Okay, I can't believe I just said ridiculous. The best player in the draft.
Oh, hey, 222 joined. You're live.
Oh,
yo, he did.
Interesting.
Oh, 222 wants me to do a face review. I said I might in one of his chats.
222's here. He's. This is interesting. Zach and 222 are like in the same conversation room. This could end up bad.
Nah, dude, we're fine. Like, I just don't care.
All right, good.
Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. So I don't think we have much time. Let's just do a couple more questions. So quickly ask your questions, and we'll get to them before the recording has to stop.
Bill's put in a good question. Who should I target with my top 10 pick?
Oh, actually, yo, 222 just said something interesting. Me and Zach don't have beef.
Right. Yeah. Of course.
So was it more at the NCAA beef? Was that kind of the issue with you?
I think the NCAA is just kind of our bridge between having beef. I think that's what all this is about.
Okay, guys, I'm just gonna say something, make something clear. If anyone in the chat, like, if any teams who are on the waiting list disrespect 222, I will you'll be banned from the podcast. Never come on. That's just a promise. Okay. Anyways,
222 is like a good league. He's better than most, and he had one bad moment that kind of defines the league now, which is kind of unfair.
Very true. Okay, so should we end it here, or should we do a couple more questions?
It's 1:30, so.
We're coming up to 116 minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna say we're gonna end it here. Thank you all for tuning in the live, and this podcast will probably be up in an hour or so, since I actually know how to edit and render now. Yeah, that'll be it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm your host, Pro Football Focus, and it was an honor having Zach on. Any last words?
Just glad I could come on and talk football for like however long this call was. It was great.
Yeah, it really was. Other than that, thank you to my co-host, Patriots, if you're watching, and Rams.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, and goodbye.